Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's super exciting to have you guys back here. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make a reversible ruffle satin hair bonnet. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and also please do not forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll get notified each time I post a new video. So if you're ready, just like I am, let's get to work. So for this tutorial, we're going to be using African print fabric as well as satin fabric. So as you can see, I already folded my African print fabric into four. I also did same for my satin fabric. So the radius we're going to be working with is 14 inches because I do not want my hair bonnet so big. So I'm just going to be marking 14 inches all around just like this. So after I'm done marking, I'll just trace it out to connect the points I marked. So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut this. Okay, so I'm done cutting and just going to open it so you can see. So as you can see, I have two circles. The first circle is my African print fabric and the second is my satin fabric. So I'm just going to place these two together, right side facing right side, just like I've done. Make sure the right side is facing the right side, just like this. So now I'm going to run a stitch all around, half of an inch from the edge of my circle, all around. I'm going to run a stitch. And this is what it looks like after running my stitch. However, I did not completely close it up. I left about 1.5 inch opening where from which I can turn my circle. So I'm just going to turn it out from there. So this is what it looks like after turning it inside out. And then I'm going to iron it. So this is how it looks after I ironed it flat, as you can see. So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to measure 1.5 of an inch all around. Measuring 1.5 of an inch from the edge of my circle, and I'm just going to mark this all around like I'm doing. So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm just going to trace out those markings I've made. Okay, so after making these markings, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make another circle, which is half of an inch from the first circle I just made. And I'm just going to mark this all around like this. Okay, so now I'm going to run a stitch on these two circles I made. However, I'm going to leave an opening, the same place I left an opening the first time, on the outer circle, but I'm going to completely close up the inner circle I just made. That's the last circle I made. So this is what it looks like after running my stitch. Like I said, I completely closed up the inner circle. So now I'm just going to put in my elastic. My elastic, by the way, is a half inch width elastic, and it's 16 inches long. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pass it through this half inch space I left. So first I'm going to pin one end of my elastic to one side of the opening I left, so that it doesn't come off while I'm trying to put in my elastic. You can see the opening, so I'm just going to pin my elastic to one side of it, just like this. So now I'll be using a bobby pin, and I'll just tie the other end of the elastic to my bobby pin. You could also use a safety pin, but I prefer to use a bobby pin. Whichever works for you is just fine. So I'm just going to put it into that half inch space, as you can see me doing. And I'm going to pass my elastic all around. Okay, so I'm done passing my elastic, and I brought out the two ends of my elastic. So I'm just going to sew it together like I've done. I've sewn the two ends of my elastic together. So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm just going to put my elastic back in, and then I'm going to close up this opening I made here with a knit stitch. Just going to close up that opening right there. So I'll take it to my machine and close it up. You have to make sure that the stitch is really neat. So it doesn't show when you're done. So this is what it looks like after running a stitch to close up the opening we made earlier. And this is what our hair bonnet looks like when we are done. This is the African print fabric side of our hair bonnet. And this is the satin side of our hair bonnet. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was nice having you guys here. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.